just finished a full day of baking pies. I just got everything all boxed up, and I'm going to go out and check on the chickens and give them some bugs. Thank you, Adrian, for another round of black soldier fly larvae. So sometimes when I post that I'm doing something really big, like maybe it's a big day of making jelly or a lot of pies or something along those lines, people will say things about how they just believe I can do it. I can do anything I set my mind to. And that's true enough, and I appreciate all those compliments. But I am extremely ADD. These bugs are proof of that. So yesterday was our Tyler meetup at Brookshire's for egg customers, and Adrian was kind enough to meet me there with 10 pounds of black soldier fly larvae. And I was like, oh wow, 10 pounds, I'm super excited. And she's been after me all summer. Space it out, don't feed it all at once. Don't feed it all at once. And I'm like, okay, well, 10 pounds I can't feed all at once. But I'm always reluctant to save them because I'm afraid I'm going to forget them. And sure enough, she brought me these soldier fly larvae last night, met me at Brookshire's, and I got home and I was in the bed and I went, oh no, they're still in the car. So I had to go out and get them and move them to the shop and put their ventilated lid on them. They have to be able to get oxygen. And so I moved them to the shop and I put the lid on them, and I thought in the morning I'll go feed those to the chickens. I remembered these while I was already making pies. So now that it's feeding time, I'm going to finally give some to the chickens. So these will be a great treat for the ladies, and I am going to try to space it out this time, but I am always afraid I'm going to forget that I have them and I'm going to waste them, and I don't want to do that. Squirt has already seen my bucket. She's really excited about this, so let's feed them to the chickens. So it's been a few weeks since we brought bugs home from the market because the market hasn't been running since November, but it looks like the chickens have not forgotten what comes in this bucket. Look at her. Squirt's like, gimme, 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 gimme. Come on, girls. Let's go back in your pen. So it was the breeder flock that was out today. This pen has 1 rooster, 10 young hens, and Squirt. Squirt is our senior lady. She doesn't lay very often, but she does like the bugs. So there you go. I think everybody has come back in now. I love Junior. I'll close the gate here. He gets so excited about these. He makes all his little happy sounds telling the girls that they're here. So I'm trying not to put out quite as many as I normally do, just so that I can space them out some. But again, I am terrified that I will completely forget that I have these and I will waste them. All right, these are the young birds that we just raised. And I'm frustrated with this pen because I was really sure that we had mostly girls in here. And then just in like the last couple of weeks, I'm like, crud, half of these are boys. They don't have big combs this time around, and so they don't stand out as much as roosters normally do. But I know that's a female, that's a female, that's a female. Little one over there is a female. And then we'll have some more roosters for the freezer as well. But we'll give them some treats here. Thank you, Adrian, for donating these to the farm. We're always excited to try different things to add protein and also just kind of treats for them. They think these are really neat treats. So then lastly, we'll go over to the production pen, the layer pen. Once again, it has been over a month since the last time we brought this bucket of soldier fly larvae to the chickens. They clearly remember it and want it. Adrian, you don't know how much you make our chickens' day out here. If I can get this girl off the bucket, I'll share some with everybody else. Excuse you. So excited, happy chickens. There's nearly 40 hens in this pen. We are going to be selling a few more of these probably in a couple of weeks. We're going to wait till those start to lay. But these are doing really good. Lots of big colorful eggs. Love the variety. And they are really going to enjoy their treats here. So if this is your first time to hear about The black soldier fly larva, this is a thing that we've been doing since middle of the summer this year, I think. Adrienne came to us and she raises these black soldier fly larvae in her backyard, and she uses food waste primarily from the White House Food Bank. She told me the other day that they have recycled, I guess you would say, 3,000 pounds of food waste. So it's things like fruits and vegetables that are donated to the food bank and then they go bad, bread that gets moldy, that sort of thing. Anything that goes bad, rather than putting it in the landfill, she takes it home and she feeds it to the larva. And in turn, she has the larva. She's eventually hoping to sell the castings, I think, is the main goal for what she's doing. So the castings being what's left, the poop. And that would be like worm castings, a similar idea for adding to your compost or to your garden. This chicken has decided that what's on the ground is not good enough. She's going straight to the source. I'll take some over to the ducks in a minute too. Anyways, Adrienne donates these to us free of charge. And this helps her to kind of get rid of some of the additional bugs, since what she's mainly going for is the castings. And it helps our chickens to lay beautiful, healthy eggs. But I'm going to save the rest of these. I'm not going to feed them all today. I'll give some to the ducks, and then I'll try to feed them out over the next few days, since there's so many of them this time. Anyways, thank y'all for stopping by the farm today. Hope you enjoyed your visit. Y'all be sure and come back when you can stay longer.